stream, making the album live stream. If you're just tuning in, check out the link right above. You can click on that link and it will give you text notifications. Every time I go live, you'll get a text saying Bright Lights just went live. Tune in now so you don't miss an episode. But we are here and we are live every single Wednesday at 4 p.m. Talking about life, love, making music, music business. And I work on my album for a little while with you guys every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I have a bunch of guests waiting backstage right now. I think this is the most guests that we've ever had. Let's see. Everything is connected. Where is Instagram? Is my Instagram connected? I don't think so, huh? Let me see. Where's Instagram? Give us one moment. Let's see if we can get this going really quick. Again, we are beta testing a brand new platform called Reach. So sometimes we have a couple little hiccups in this situation. Let's see. Let's see if we're gonna get Instagram. But last night, so to quickly move on, last night we had a party. It was the first party of its kind called Aries in the Moonlight. My best friend Trey, it was his birthday yesterday, and my other best friend Sarah, they have the same birthdays. So what are the odds of that? And even crazier is that one of my mix engineers, or my mastering engineer, Gabri Giudici from Italy, he has the same birthday too. So what are the odds that three people that I'm super close to, are all having the same birthday? Oh, I think we're getting into Instagram. Let me see. 503. Let's see. Let's see, what does it say? Processing. But it was such a good party, and I want to bring on Trey to talk about kind of like how we did this. Oh, yay! Instagram's connected. We did it. If you're just tuning in on Instagram, welcome. We're all here for episode number 5 of making the album live stream. Once again, click the link up here and sign up for text notifications every time I go live. We had a sick party last night, y'all. I'm actually like super hungover today. Sarah was supposed to come on here too. So I have two best friends, same birthday. Their birthday was yesterday. I DJ'd the party. It's called Aries in the Moonlight, and we're going to be doing it once a quarter. So once every 3 months or so. And right now, I want to bring up Trey Richardson, who we've been friends for almost 15 years now, and we are putting together these parties, Aries in the Moonlight, with our other partner, Tyler, who runs a lot of live sound for huge artists. Trey is an amazing choreographer. That's how we met. So without further ado, Trey, welcome to the stage.
Hello.
What's up, my honey bun?
What's good?
How much fun are we having?
Oh my God, so much fun.
All right, wait, so are you hungover? That's the real question.
I mean,
You're like a different kind of person though. Like Trey never gets sick. I think I've seen you sick twice in 15 years, I think. And you always get over it in like what, 2 days, 3 days?
Yeah, I don't usually get like hangovers. I just sometimes like need a little nap, but I don't get like sickness or like the throw up or the hangover situation.
Well,
I don't know why.
I'm just coming off of COVID. We were
Oh
supposed to film.
yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to film last Wednesday, and I had to cancel. Like, I woke up and I texted Diana, our moderator. I was
Hmm.
like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do the live stream. Let's do it." And 4 o'clock rolled around, and I was like, "I can't
I
do
can't do
it." Yeah.
it.
But so I want to talk a little bit about like how we organized Aries in the Moonlight.
Mhm.
I love this brainchild that you have brought us. It's such a cool, refreshing thing. I think especially the LGBTQ scene has needed a party like this for a while. I mean, the only thing I can really relate to it is like the Evita parties,
Yeah.
here in
Hmm.
LA. But this is a different feel. And
Yeah.
this is a different kind of a vibe. And the energy was so cool last night with DJ Al Esther coming in from Detroit. He fucking killed it,
Yeah.
bro. He
Yeah.
killed it. I didn't get to see
Hmm.
Ray Cola, but I'm
Hmm.
sure they were amazing as
They
well.
smashed.
I bet.
Hmm.
So, we also have somebody who was at the party last night. Damon came through. Damon shows up, yo. Damon's like the real deal fan. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love
Damon
that.
showed up at the protest and was like holding signs and like,
See?
so yeah, yeah. And so I'm gonna bring Damon up and we're gonna talk a little bit about his experience at the party. So I'm bringing him up now. I want to say hey to some people. What's up, Timon?
What's
Hey,
up?
Damon.
Hey,
What's
yes.
What up, Damon?
happening?
What is up, man? I am feeling it. That party was so electrifying.
Wait, are you hungover too?
A little bit more tired. I haven't slept yet, so
He's
I
Nice.
mean the
a man of my own
vibes.
heart.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So,
So
we really worked hard to put this event together. I think Trey and I were working on this for about 3 or 4 weeks, including Tyler. Tyler was helping us organize
Yeah.
the sound and getting the disco ball popping, and yeah,
Yes.
it was a lot of work putting this together. But how many people would you say we had there yesterday, like throughout the
Um,
night?
Throughout the night, probably about like
That's
100,
awesome.
in between
For
like
for a
100,
first
Yeah.
party, the space was really dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the music was really just a cool vibe, I thought,
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So Damon,
And
what
the
was your
tacos were fire.
experience? Oh, that wait,
Well,
there
Oh,
were tacos?
there was a
they
taco
were
truck. It was
tacos.
Tuesday.
Where was
I know.
I at? I was starving.
What?
Oh my
Right
gosh,
when they popped
Diana
up, I
was
started eating
there.
it.
I
Oh,
see Reese popping in the chat. He said it was dope as fuck. It really was. It was such
Oh,
a fun party.
man.
no,
Hector,
the
what's up? I'm just saying hey to a couple of the guys on here. Gerardo, I see you. Sarah
Oh,
Tinteri
Sarah.
is in the building. It's also Sarah's birthday today. Sarah
Yes.
and Trey's birthday.
yes,
So talk to me a
yes.
little bit about your experience, like with the
Uh,
set, and like what were some of your
oh,
favorite parts.
oh, everything. The people were just so warming, welcoming, and just the environment was so amazing. And just the feel of it, the ambiance of it was just so beautiful on it. And I met so many people from different communities, especially from the LGBTQ. It's just, I've never experienced anything like this, and I can't wait for more on it. And my voice is a little
Yay.
hoarse because I was like singing my heart out to all of
Girl,
it. It's a little
my voice when
hard.
I woke up this morning, you can hear it on my story because I posted about this tattoo on my story today, and my voice is like this. My voice is like this.
I think we were all hoarse because Heather started playing her hits and we were all just singing along.
I
I know,
know.
and I
Yes.
wasn't even planning to sing, but you know how I am.
And then there
That
was a random.
2013 vibe. Oh,
Oh, I hit the
yes, it was so good.
when I hit the throwback EDM, I was like, I gotta stay on this for a minute. It's too
Yes.
good.
Yes.
As
Oh,
a
yes.
matter of fact, Sarah was supposed to join us today, and she lost her voice. So she
She's just typing.
she's just over here typing. She said, I lost my voice. Such a fun party. I just got
Yeah.
a message here also from Stephanie. She said, Hi Heather, such a pleasure to meet you last night. Your music soaked into my core and left me on a cloud.
Oh,
Aw, that's so
Oh, I
sweet.
love
Thank you,
that.
Stephanie.
I
Um,
absolutely love
so
that.
thank you, Damon, for coming from freaking Orange
Always.
County, bro. Like, that's some real fan
Yeah.
shit, bro. That's some family
Oh,
shit, is what it is.
oh, 100%. I'm always, like I said, I mean, I've been following you since, oh shit, since like 2012. Like, I've been following your music, and it's been such a dream come true, especially as a DJ producer. I look up to this. And like we were talking about, like, music saves my life, and it's just so excited to see this artistry that you've created, this community is created, of how everybody, it's all about that plur life, and how much it's
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
so much love.
The Discord
And
is cool too, huh?
yeah, oh my
Yeah,
god, yes,
we just launched the Discord
yes.
last week. So it's just it's been really cool to go back and forth with you guys on ideas, and even in the
Hmm.
chat today talking about the metaverse world that we want to build. I said imagine we
I
could have a
know.
house, a VR house, and we all wake up and we can have coffee together, like people
right.
all around the world, like, you know
Yes.
what I mean? Like, it's just
And,
so many cool ideas that we share back and forth that, we're able to make a reality. And I think that's
mhm.
I love what we're building together. I love what we're building with y'all. And Trey is a part of my team too, so he's going to be involved in all of this as well. And I just want to, thank you for always, showing up and being here. It means the world to me. And Trey, happy motherfucking birthday,
Happy birthday,
bitch.
Trey!
Happy
Woo!
birthday to you. Happy
Look,
birthday.
I still got all these
Woo!
I still got all these ones for that. I was
Oh, yeah.
yo, I was
For the
My
stripper
so
pole.
yes. It
God!
was for the stripper pole and the go-go dances. Like I was so busy running around everywhere. I didn't get a chance to throw them all out.
Hilarious. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. We will let everyone know when the next Aries in the Moonlight party is, but I'm telling y'all, it was so lit last
Yes.
night. If you want to see how lit it was, go to my Instagram stories and you'll see some of the posts on there, and follow some of the people that are tagged in those stories as well, and you'll see even more stories. It's a whole rabbit hole of
Yeah,
a
check
night.
all of our
Hmm.
stories. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
it's a
clicked on one
rabbit
Yes.
hole
person's
of a
story, it led to
night.
somebody else, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know that person was there.
Hmm.
Wait, what?
No, I know Ivan was there. He texted me this morning.
Yeah.
Great set. I'm like, where were you?
That's how lit it was.
Well,
That's how lit.
I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna get into making the album, but it was a pleasure to see you both last night. I love y'all
Oh,
with all my heart, and I will see you
same
very
here.
soon.
Yes,
All
thank
Much
you for
love to
right.
having
you.
us.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Mwah.
Later.
Bye
Mwah.
now. Awesome. So that was the party last night, Aries in the Moonlight. Such good vibes, such good energy. I played disco, soul, house. I wish I had recorded that set actually. That was a really cool set. Um, right now I want to bring up two of my collaborators on the album for a song called After Party, which I've played on this live stream before. We've been working on it for a couple weeks now. I've been working on it for a couple months, few months. Um, I started this record with a guy named Miles. He goes by Keymaster, and he is one of the most amazing keyboardists, piano player, pianist, whatever you want to call it. But he is anointed, y'all. Like every time he steps in here and puts his hand on the keys, it's heaven. So I'm gonna bring him on right now. We're gonna talk about we started this record. Here he is. What's up, Shaheen? I see you. Hey,
What's up,
Miles.
Bright Lights? What's
What's
up? How you
poppin'?
doing, my girl?
Oh, I miss you. I saw you like a week and a half ago, but I miss you.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, you got to come back over soon.
Yes, for sure.
I'm having a barbecue on Sunday. You should come through on
Okay,
Sunday. The whole family's coming through.
okay, I'll be there for
Diana's gonna be
sure.
there. Damon's we should invite Damon actually. Trey will be there. Yeah, you should come through.
Bet. Sounds good.
But let's talk about how we made this. Let's talk about how we made this song, baby. You one of
Yeah.
my baby daddies now. um,
That's funny.
so you came to the house one day, and because we had before this record, we hadn't worked together before. Like we had partied
Hmm.
together, but we hadn't worked. And
Hmm.
I remember you sent me a text. It was something like, let's just get in a room. And you said something like just trust me, let's just get in a room. And I was
Hmm.
like, I like this guy. I said, come through, just pull up. And
Hmm.
you came through with the Moog, with the sub Moog, the
Hmm.
analog synth. And we plugged in and we just went at it on some ideas. You started going off on a bass line, and I just was hearing this melody in my head. All you gotta do is meet me at the after party. Dun, 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 dun. I was just hearing that melody, and we just vibed on that. So I want to play the first version that we made. So you gave me some parts. Miles comes in and just like lays down some dope shit, and then I chop it up and I add drums to it. I might change the bass sound, or add effects and transitions, and a lead. I think I put a lead on this too. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Let's see. Select screen. Can I do it like this? Let me know if you guys can see this. Can y'all see my screen? Can you see
Hmm.
that, Miles?
Yep. Yep.
Okay,
That's
bet.
lit. That's cool.
So this screen is how most of my mix sessions look. These are the stems from the final stems. The bass is always in red, drums are always yellow. The
I love your
more
color coding.
it's
Your color
dude, I
coding's
have to
awesome.
have it organized because I'll go crazy. Like I need to find stuff really fast. The blue stuff is like more of the musical stuff, like all of the keys and the pads and the guitars. The green is always effects. The brown is always atmosphere, and then the purple is vocals. The purple gotta be vocals. So this is our session. I don't know if you use this. I don't know if you use this at all. But this metric AB is just a really cool. It's a really cool. Hang on, let me hide this. Uh, and I need to find the original after party. I thought I had it in here. Um, dude, hang on, hang on. I'm gonna share my full screen real quick so you can see the reality of a producer. This is the reality right here. You see how many you see how many versions we have? Look at automatic. Like this is just
Wow.
like yeah. But this is what it takes to finish a record, and this is how it is.
Hmm.
Um so let me look back down here and see if I can find um it would have been before A Craze got on it. He's not on the final version, but we might turn that into a remix. Because I love what he did with it. You heard what he did with it.
No, I didn't get a
Um,
chance to hear it.
I played it for you in the car that one day when we were going
Oh
to the
yeah,
party.
yeah. All right, right, right.
Um, okay, let me put this in here. I think I have to stop sharing this for a second. Hang on. Let me put this in metric AB. Okay, cool. So this is the original version that you and I started, Miles.
Okay.
The drums. Hang on. Yeah, this is our original version. Okay. Hang on. Can you guys hear that or no?
No, we don't hear it.
Okay, hang on. Give me a second. Can you hear it now?
Yep, yep.
Okay, bet. This is our original first version. This first version still goes hard. What's up, Clarence? I see you in the chat. Touch my body. All right, so y'all get the idea. That's the original. It's cool. It's cool. It's a vibe. You know what I mean? It's a vibe, and the writing is there. You know what I mean? Like the direction and the writing is all there. But for me, I always think about my shows, right? Like when I'm making music for me, I'm always thinking about my shows and who I play for and the kind of venues that I play. And that record needs to be, it just needed more energy. I was like, how do I give this record more energy? Because it's cool, but I need to be able to, play that in a peak hour set. I'm usually headlining, so I need to be able to play my records at peak hour. Sometimes if I have a record that can't really play at peak hour, like I'll close the set out with it, um, or I'll start that way. Um, but I want to bring in, now I'm going to bring in another guest. I'm going to bring in Sergio. Dude, Sergio, it's 4:30 on the freaking dot, bro. This is, Sergio was like, what time? I was like, I can't tell you a specific time. And it turns out it's right at 4:30. What's
Perfect.
up,
Let's do
bro?
it. I'm
How you
good. I'm good.
doing?
I'm good. I'm just chilling in the studio right now. How are you guys?
Awesome, man.
What's up, bro?
So, this is you guys haven't even met before, so this is
No.
really, really cool.
Yes,
So
yes.
Miles played a lot of those really cool, a lot of the really cool instrumentation that you were sort of tricking out.
Okay.
Like a lot of the boop, 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 like the. I love what you
Okay.
did with that, by the way. That reverb that you added over
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
a lot of the stuff that you did to the like mids and higher frequency stuff that Miles played. I loved what you did with it.
That's
But the
dope.
most important thing that you did with this record was you worked out the low end.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As a producer, I've been producing maybe like 5 or 6 years full time. So I'm great with the writing side of it, and the sound design of like the mids and highs, right?
Hmm.
But when it comes to low end, like that's always the most difficult part of production, especially for dance music.
Right.
Now, if I was staying in the pop world, like I went back and listened to Somebody to Love yesterday, this record right here with Justin
Right.
Bieber.
Yeah.
I went back and listened to that yesterday, and it's a dance record. It's like at a dance tempo, but it's such a pop song, and it's mixed like a pop song. It's mastered like a pop song.
Yeah, I
So
get
even
you.
to drop that record in a club with my set, that bass ain't gonna hit right compared to my other records, right?
Yeah, 100.
So yesterday when I was playing my set, I actually mixed the acapella of this into a house track so I could get that low end that I needed,
Yeah,
but with
yeah.
the with the song.
Mhm.
So when we're talking about stuff like After Party and Automatic and these club records, like the low end is probably the most important. It is the most important part of the production.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah, so you're living in LA now, right?
So I'm actually staying in La Habra. I'm about to move to LA, but right now I'm at
Okay.
Point Blank. Yeah, the place I work at is called Point Blank Music School, so it's out here in Los Angeles.
Yeah. So Sergio works at a music school. His artist name is Mystery Jack, which I
That's
love.
right. Hey.
I love it. And we met through Carlos at Thrive.
Yeah.
Carlos is like in my top 5 favorite people in the music business. And
Yeah, for sure.
I know everyone.
You know everything. Yeah.
He's
No.
my favorite, bro. And
Yeah.
he's so talented. I texted him earlier this week because you know how few like real A&Rs are there left, right?
Oh
Like
my
people who
gosh.
can really pair artists and they don't miss. Like the people he pairs me with, it's always hitting. Yeah. And
Yeah.
he just has a great ear for what's going to work in the market.
Mhm.
He's got a great ear for what's coming, what's up and coming, what's really good. What's up, Chloe? I see you popping up in the chat. Ashley, I'm just saying hi to a couple people real quick. Lee Marieros, Marieros. I'm probably butchering the fuck out of that name, but it's good to see y'all here. I want to play the version that I produced,
Mhm.
the second version, before you touched it. I'll play just a little clip of that, and then I'll play obviously the session that we have open right now, which is the final mix session. I haven't started mixing it, but I did
Okay.
redo that. I did redo that kick though. I did that
Sure.
in the last one. So if you guys don't mind, could you mute your mics? And then when I stop playing the music, I'll have you pop back on. All right. So this is the version that I had. You can see the writing and the production is done, but the sound design needs some work. So already this is more energetic, right? Touch my body. So it's cool. It's cool. We hear that it works. It's the right energy. It's the right tone. But listen to the low end. The kick's getting a little bit lost. And the bass is standing out, but it's not clean enough to me. And so I'm gonna mute this. You guys can come off of mute. It's just not. When I started mixing that, right, Sergio, I got to a place where I was like, like this production works, but I can't get this low end right.
Yeah.
And you came in and you really tricked it out. So I wanted to just, while I have you on here, I wanted to go through a couple of the sounds, and you too, Miles, and like let's just talk about what we each contributed to the record and like how this came about. Um,
Sure.
you know, a lot of artists, especially in the dance space, like they have this idea that they have to take credit for everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, like there's a lot of like ghost production stuff happening, and I just think it's so unnecessary because the reality that one person does every single job on a record is really unrealistic. I mean, you're
Yeah.
talking a teeny tiny percentage of the population of music producers makes things on their own, from
Hmm.
original concept to writing to production to mixing and mastering. It's just not even realistic.
Yeah.
So I love being able to share all of the things that we do together and how we do it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because that's what makes these records so special. It's what makes them so polished. And collaboration is important. And I think this platform is so cool because we get to do this live, like right
Yeah. This is
here.
dope. I like this.
Yeah, yeah, we get to do this live. So, if you guys don't mind, muting just one more time while I play what we have so far.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out of. Actually, I'm gonna play your so that we have some kind of a master on this. I'm gonna play the version, Sergio, that you sent me. Sorry. Can y'all hear it now? Okay, cool. Touch my body. So sorry about that. I keep having to switch between microphones when we go back and forth on this. Um, but so with that version, the first thing I noticed was that the bass works better. Now I don't like that kick, but the bass is cleaner. And there's space around the record, right? Like my version was like super squashed, and like it sounded like a million things going on, and this feels like everything has its space, sound design wise. I also really love what you did with, I want to go, dive into the session now. um this is the, let me see, is this the kick that I don't even know what I've done here. I think this, let me see. I did this last, yeah, this is what I did. So I showed this last week, so I'm not going to dive all the way into it. But I redesigned the kick on this. The kick that you had, if the top of the kick felt like almost like a live kick, and I wanted it to not distract from the bass too much. That's the issue actually that I have with a lot of the records on my album, is that the bass is the feature of the track, right? If we talk about like the one element that like that's what needs to stand out, is the bass. And prioritizing the bass over the kick in dance music, that's like a very controversial subject, right? You know, because that kick is everything. So it's like, you know, that relationship between those two is very, very I don't know, it's just it's touchy, it's sensitive, it's important, you know. And so I redesigned the kick. I basically took the top end of the original kick that I sent you with the stems, and then I designed another. I designed the bottom of it based on a 909. Yeah, and then I'll show you here. Like, I just I low passed it. I boosted the 50 a bit. Um, Luca does this all the time, which I love. This helps to get the bottom of the kick out of the way of the base of the sub. Like, we're
Hmm.
talking, I mean, we're talking almost, you know, below human hearing. But, you know, sometimes that does help in the mix, in the master process. Um, I really like this for kicks and snares, this compressor. Um, I added a little bit more of an attack, and I shortened it. I shortened the kick so it's not so long. And then I put some more compression on it with OTT. I gave it a little bit of saturation. Um, so let me go back here and re-enable this. Sorry, that is not what's playing. Hang on. Where is, here it is. Here we go. This is where, I was like, what's happening? There we are. Touch my body. So I haven't started mixing this yet. This was, let me see. I don't want to do too much, go over too much on this kick because we already did this last week. So actually I want to move down. Here's the bass. That sounds so much better than mine, dude. But like, it has the qualities and characteristics, exactly the qualities and characteristics of mine, but it just sounds better and more cohesive, right?
Yeah, so I'll just jump in.
Go ahead.
My bad, feedback. The main thing is that I was hearing, like, when you have like a short kick and a long bass, that's kind of like what you're going for, right? Short kick, long bass, or long kick, short bass, right? So it's kind of has to be either one. So this one has like the 16th note groove in the bass line, and so with the kick we had to shorten it up. That was the main thing. So once we got past that, there's this really dope plugin I really use like on everything. It's by Output. It's called Thermal. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of it. So I use Thermal on everything.
Thermal on
like,
that.
yo, I use it on everything. Yeah, and so
Sick.
Saturn is a good one, you know, like Fat Filter stuff. But
yeah,
the
this
Thermal
is Thermal.
one, yeah, the Thermal one, I was able to actually really get like the attacks and kind of like that grittiness out of the bass line. I couldn't really hear that. And then once I got that, the rest was history. It was easy.
And that's the character of it, right? Like that
100%,
grittiness is so important to it.
Yeah.
But for me, you know, for me, like my grit and the way I gritted it out was almost making it like muddy, and just it wasn't right for the mix. So I love what you've done here. Yeah, I love this. Let's go through some other stuff. I want to say this, you know, dude, I fucking love you because a lot of producers that I send my tracks to, they take the tracks and I want sound design, and what I get is a completely different record. And this was you just, maintaining my sound as a producer,
Yeah.
but just making it better. And I just really like, that's honestly, that experience is very rare for me. And
Yeah.
I want to
100%.
thank you. Yeah, I want to thank you for, staying true to my sound and just honing in on that. Cause I'm saying that because you even left the distorted sub that I had in. Like I'm looking at the track, you know what I mean?
I basically didn't do too much. I just left it where it was, but just made it better, like you
Yeah,
said.
but there's a lot of stuff in there that uh, a lot of people would delete or mute. But a lot of things that I add to my productions, they bring something that can't be heard, it's felt. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Mhm.
Like it's not something you would ever hear, it's not something that you would be able to point out in the mix. But like, even I don't even know if you guys would be able to hear this. That shit is important. Hang on, let me see, can you hear this? Can you hear that?
Yep. Yep.
Like it's it's even things like that, that are really essential, to the song. And so I loved when I imported your stems and I was like, oh, he kept all my shit. And you kept that eighth note rhythm that I added, that was so crucial. Let me see if I can find that too. It was like it was in the low end too. And that was a tricky thing oh, it's called Vibes, right? You remember the Vibes track?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard that one. That was dope. So I was like, I'm leaving this. I'm not changing anything.
Yeah, dude. So I sent this to another producer before, and I love this other producer, but it just wasn't right for this style of track, right? And but he had taken that out or had it so low in the mix, and I was like, bro, you gotta. But the track is called Vibes. Like you gotta have that. So this is Vibes. Hang on. So that's a
I
like
love that so much.
yeah, that's a really cool like piece of the song that just sits in the mix, and it's
Mhm.
one of those things, like I said, you feel it more than you hear it. Um and I know we lost Miles. I don't know if we'll be able to get him back, but either way, I still want to go through. I was just about to touch on him too. Touch on him. Wow. Touch on him.
Oh man.
Hilarious. I want to touch on the things that he did for this track.
I definitely like that first version though. Like what you guys made just right when you sat down. That shit was
Yeah,
dope.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. But it was dope. But the thing is, like I said, when I'm envisioning my shows, it just wasn't
Oh
enough
right.
energy. It
I
wasn't
feel you.
enough energy. And when you hear this bass line brings rhythm, it brings energy, and I can play that in a peak set. I can play
Yeah.
that at peak time.
I feel you.
Um Everybody's laughing at my comment. I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna go through and play some of these things that Miles did. This is my favorite thing that Miles
That's my
did.
favorite thing in the entire track.
Yeah, dude. That's my favorite thing too. And you honestly, you made it my favorite thing because it was not that sauced up when I sent it to you. That you put some Santeria on that shit.
A little bit of mystery Jack. No, but going into that second drop, I even sent you. That was the first note I emailed you. I was like, "Yo, there's some like trancey portery synth that's going into the second drop. Like we need to bring that
Mm-hmm.
out. And once I
Mm-hmm.
brought it out, I was like, okay, this song's a hit. You know, you just
But
know it.
honestly, Sergio, this is what I love about working with other people, right? Because you have different ears. So you heard something that you were like, "Oh, why is this not more of a feature?" For me, it was like icing on the cake, and then you took
Yeah.
the ingredient and you made it part of the cake, and
Yeah, we
I
gotta
love
elevate the
that.
dish. You feel me?
Yeah, I love it. It's just
That's
it
dope.
gels so well together. Let me I'm gonna play some of this other stuff, see what else we got in here. Oh, that's me. So that sound is actually in all three tracks from the first EP. It's in automatic and it will be in the third track as well. By the way, I have three versions of the third track. Like I've written the song three times.
Mhm.
So, if you're watching, I'm gonna let the fans decide what third song it's gonna be. We have a Discord going on. We just launched the Discord last week, so I'm gonna post all three versions in the Discord this week, and I want you guys to tell me which one should go on the album. And whatever you pick is the one that I'll finish, and that will be the third track on the first EP, along with Automatic and this record, After Party. What else do we have in here? Oh, this is one of my favorite things too. Hang on. Miles did some really cool chords. Miles played these.
Oh yeah.
Touch my body. Dude, it's so funny listening to this all together. You can see like the beef in the main part of the track is the bass and the drums. Cause this is literally everything in the drop. I just played everything in the drop except for the bass and the drums. And listen how much space there is. I want to play the second drop also. And the drums are mine. But so the drums are mine, but I saw that you added that noise you ride.
Yeah, no, what it was is when I think when you recorded that ride, it was kind of in there, but it was like real low. And I tried doing everything to
Mm,
like to bring it in, you know, like to get that louder. And I was like, I'm just gonna relayer this same exact sound in. So I pitched it to the where you
yeah,
had it. I just basically did it again, just so it comes up a little
gotcha.
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I love it. It lifts the track whenever that comes
yeah,
in.
yeah, 100.
Well, I'm so just grateful and I feel blessed to have met you, that we connected. Even just from our first phone call, I was like, this guy's just
Yeah,
like good people, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah, so I'm sorry that we lost Miles, but dude, if you're not doing anything this weekend, you should come by the house on Sunday. I'm
Yo, I'm
having a
down. I'm down. I'm gonna swing
yeah,
by for sure.
I'm having a barbecue. Miles is gonna come, like the whole family.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
it'll
do
be
it.
cool.
I'm
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
down
yeah. Cool.
for sure.
Yay. Well, thank you so much. You know what I'm thinking about doing with this record actually? Because I have so many things going on right now. Like, I really have to, as an artist and as a businesswoman, every single day, I have to look at all of the things that need to be done.
Mm.
And I have to say, which ones should I be doing? Right?
Oh
Like,
my God,
which one
yeah.
should I be doing? Because I can't possibly do all of these things. Like, other people
Mhm.
have to come in and tag team, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I was thinking with this record, I might give Lorenzo a shot at mixing it. Lorenzo mixed Diamonds, killed it. He also re-sound designed that.
Oh, okay.
So Lorenzo is really good with, I'll probably have him on next week. He's really good with like emotional um house, piano driven house, chord based house, right?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
leans a little bit more pop. You know, this record isn't pop at all. Like, this is just straight up underground after party shit, which
yeah,
I love. And Lorenzo's so good with those like radio EDM type records.
yeah.
Like, he did exactly what you did with After Party with the sound design and everything. He did that with Diamonds.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I was thinking of maybe giving him a shot at mixing this. You know what's crazy is like in LA, right? And in probably in the US in general, like Miami, Chicago, New York, even Texas, Austin, and Dallas, Tech House has been here for a long time. Like, Tech House has been here since before COVID. I remember like 2 years before COVID, the underground scene was just thriving with Tech House. It was everywhere. You could not go to an underground party without hearing Tech House. Tech House is just now making its way to Italy. You
Yeah.
know, so it's interesting, and I love having relationships and collaborators all over the world because it gives you a different perspective on the kind of music that you're making,
Yeah.
right? Because I make music for people all over the world. I can't just make music for what's going on in the US. So it's very helpful to have this insight on the fact that, you know, Italy is just starting to get into that. And I think Lorenzo's maybe on his fourth or fifth tech house record that he's working now, you know, and he's like,
Okay.
this is new for me, so you know, I'm cutting my teeth on it. And then Giudice, who does all my mastering,
Hmm.
he was telling me, yeah, like tech house is coming through here in a big way finally, because I've been telling him it's here for years and years and
Oh
years.
yeah, it's been around for a decade over.
Yeah, yeah. And then Shaheen, who I think is still on this live stream. Shaheen's one of my favorite collaborators as well. He's a producer. He does a lot of mix master work as well. And he is from Iran. He just moved to Dubai. And he's one of the most incredible producers. Just incredible stuff like melodic tech house, melodic house, techno leaning kind of sometimes. Um, but yeah, we've been working on some stuff together too, and I'm really excited to share that. Um, but thank you, Sergio, for
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure.
souping my baby up right, getting it
Yeah.
ready to go. I'm gonna
No,
talk to
honestly, yeah. It's gonna
I'm gonna
be
talk
dope, honestly.
it really is. It's one of my favorite tracks. I'm gonna talk to Lorenzo tomorrow,
Okay.
and I'll keep you posted if he can, because actually these songs have to be, I was going to tell you this anyway. I have a deadline now. Remember how you know how I'm so easygoing,
Yeah.
right? I'm really
Yeah.
easygoing with records. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, when you feel inspired, when you can get to it.
Yeah.
But I told you before. I said there will be times when we do have
I
deadlines.
remember that. That was the first phone call when you told me you're like, it's all chill right
Yeah.
now, but eventually it's gonna be work.
So right now we have a deadline, and I have 2.5 weeks to finish to have final masters on this EP. So it's go time.
Sure.
I wanted to talk to you about automatic. we can talk about it later, but I'm just having such trouble getting that bass,
Yeah.
and it would be helpful if I could send you the parts, like the bass parts, and
Yeah.
just have you take a listen to the way it's designed. And maybe that's literally the last thing that I need touched up on that before it goes to mix master.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. No, honestly, send me everything. We'll just do exactly what we did on After Party. But we'll do it on
Perfect.
automatic and see how good we can make
Awesome. Yay.
it.
Cool. Well, I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Maybe we'll go live from the barbecue.
That would be crazy. I'll bring my USB.
Cool, please. Let's DJ. Do you
Let's
DJ?
go. I do DJ, yeah.
Yay! That's done. Then
All
that's
right, bet. Let's do it.
done.
All right, let's
Yeah,
go.
bring your USB through and let's do it.
All right, sounds
Uh,
good.
All right, love. Well, I will meet you in person finally
Yes,
on
this Sunday.
Sunday. And thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this project. It is just so heartwarming to me, to have people really believe in something and want to be a part of it. So thank you so much. I
Yeah, no, it's
love
my
your
pleasure.
art. I love your art. I love your craft. Your own records are dope as fuck too.
Hey, those are coming out soon.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I still need to check. That just reminded me, there was a track that you sent me that I want to do vocals for you on, and I need to tell you which one it is. You might have already finished it.
No, 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 I haven't finished it. And if it's one of the two I
Okay.
sent you, we could definitely have you on
It
it. That would be
is. It's one
amazing.
of the two. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Let's
I'll
do
let
it.
you know which one. But much
Sounds good.
love. Much
Yeah,
love.
absolutely. My pleasure.
Thank you. Have a good
Very
day. I'll
welcome.
talk to
You
you
too.
soon.
All
All
right, bye-bye.
right.
Have fun.
Mwah.
Bye.
Thank you. Boom. Here we are. Just you and I. Mm-hmm. Dude, do you guys see this fucking this shit popped up this morning. All of a sudden I'm like an adolescent Marilyn Monroe. Like I never get zits. What is happening? Um, let me see. What are we moving on to now? I do hope Lorenzo can mix this. Because that would save me a lot of time. I can mix it if I have to, but Diana's telling me to move along to Ed Sheeran. Um, so, yeah, so Ed Sheeran released a video this week. We're moving into the music business segment of I almost called it a podcast, of the live stream. Ed Sheeran posted a video this week. I want to share it with you guys. Um,
Hey guys, me, Johnny and Steve have made a joint statement that will be press released on the outcome of this case, but I wanted to make a small video to talk about it a bit because I've not really been able to say anything whilst it's been going on. Whilst we're obviously happy with the result, I feel like claims like this are way too common now and have become a culture where a claim is made with the idea that a settlement will be cheaper than taking it to court, even if there's no base for the claim. It's really damaging to the songwriting industry. There's only so many notes and very few chords used in pop music. Coincidence is bound to happen if 60,000 songs are being released every day on Spotify. That's 22 million songs a year, and there's only 12 notes that are available. I don't want to take anything away from the pain and hurt suffered from both sides of this case, but I just want to say I'm not an entity. I'm not a corporation. I'm a human being. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a son. Lawsuits are not a pleasant experience, and I hope with this ruling it means in the future baseless claims like this can be avoided. This really does have to end. Me, Johnny and Steve are very grateful for all the support sent to us by fellow songwriters over the last few weeks. Hopefully we can all get back to writing songs rather than having to prove that we can write them. Thank you.
all right. That is huge. That statement is huge for the music business, for songwriters in general, for any music creatives, because this has been an issue that has been going on for decades that no one talks about. No one talks about this, and everyone goes through it. If you have hits, if you make big records, you have a lawsuit. You've had a lawsuit. I've had lawsuits. It sucks. It's terrible, and it ruins the morale behind a record. It can ruin you financially. And it's something that really needs to be discussed like an actual conversation, an ongoing conversation. And I want to thank Penelope for bringing this up in the Discord this week. She sent this video to me, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Like Ed said something about it. This is huge for us. And here's the thing. Obviously, there are some times, right, when someone willingly steals something from someone else. Like, it's not that that doesn't happen, but the majority of lawsuits that are, posed to artists, to producers, to songwriters are completely bogus. Completely bogus. Like Ed just said, and I've been saying this for years. There's only 12 notes in a chromatic scale. There's 8 notes in a major scale or a minor scale. This is math. How many possible combinations of those, notes can you have? Pop music has 3 chords. Most of the chords are similar chords. Um, so, what we're seeing when anytime someone becomes wealthy, right? And that wealth is on public display, or someone thinks that you're wealthy because you have a big successful record, or, you're on the charts, you're a target. You are a target. And that's just a reality. And that's not even in music. That's it, all the way across the board in business. Let's think about the biggest corporations. Like, let's think about people making the most money. Those people are always getting lawsuits, one after the other, after the other, after the other. I wanted to speak on this personally because I have endured a lawsuit myself. Actually, with my biggest record right here, "Somebody to Love" with Usher and Justin Bieber. Um, which is starting to trend again on socials, on TikTok, and it's just so crazy. I said earlier today that my number one goal as a writer was always to make timeless music. Always. That's always like my goal with whatever I do, is to make something that can still play 10 years from now, that can still be celebrated 20, 30, 40 years from now. So to see that record popping up and trending again on TikTok 10 years later, I feel like things came full circle for me. It was like a vindication of, like, you did what you came to do. But with that, and with the success of a record that big, and to be honest, that record wasn't even that big compared to, it wasn't a top 10 in the US. It hit 11. So it was number 11 on the Hot 100 Billboard in the US. It was top 10 in Canada and I think a couple other places. Um, but we got a lawsuit. I think it was 5 years later. Most lawsuits come 4 or 5 years later. And I believe, I wish I had I should have got a lawyer on here actually. I'll do that next time we have one of these kind of talks. But I believe the limitation for collecting on back owed royalties is 5 years in the state of California. Every state is different. And I believe that California is 5 years. So you have 5 year. If you sue, you can collect from the previous 5 years. Now, if you sue 10 years later, you can only collect from the previous 5 years. You lose that first five, right? So 5 is like everybody's magic number. They want to wait for all the royalties to accrue, all that money to build up, and then they come with the boom, here's the lawsuit. So this exact story that plays out with almost every hit producer, hit writer, happened to me 5 years later. A completely bogus lawsuit. Completely bogus. I don't know who this person is. Yeah, I'm not even going to mention this person's name because they're not even worthy of a mention on my platform. But it was one of the most devastating things that I've ever been through. Um, because you finally have some success, right? You've worked for years and years and years for free, for no money, sweat and tears, blood, sweat, and tears. And And it's all taken away like that. You know, my attorney to fight this case was $900 an hour. $900 fucking dollars an hour, y'all. Bitch, I'm in the wrong side. I'm in the wrong side of the business. Like, I should have, as soon as I found that, because I didn't find that out until much later, right? Because luckily, my publisher said, well, I say luckily, you could see it two sides of the story, but my publisher said, we'll cover your legal costs, right? So me at the time, I wasn't paying attention to the legal costs. I was like, somebody else is covering it. Well, I tell you what, when I started really seeing those bills come in a few years later, after I like started getting my business shit together, um, you know, I realized, I was like, what is this? Who did I write a $45,000 check to? What's this $39,000 check? What's this $50,000 check? These were checks that I wrote to a motherfucker to fight this case. And you know, this this case lasted about 4 years, and it didn't even go to trial. This isn't even going to trial, you guys. This is just to get to the trial. $400,000. So, can you imagine if we actually went to trial, right? By that point, that was all the money that I had made on the whole fucking song. That's all the money that I had made. They're just gone because of a bogus lawsuit. And the court and the government, the court systems, the judicial system, they will entertain these cases because they don't understand how music is made. They don't understand anything about it. You know, they just hear, oh, somebody says that this big artist stole from him. Okay. And then you also have to look at the reality of a lot of people just want to be famous, right? A judge might want their name attached to a news story. The lawyers definitely wanted to be famous. So this kid's lawyers were working pro bono, that means for free. The day after they announced the lawsuit, these lawyers were on ABC Good Morning America talking about how Justin Bieber stole Somebody to Love from this kid that we don't even know who they are. And I said, you got to be kidding me. So we go into the studio. I wrote this with the Stereotypes. And they were like, Heather, you got to come in and listen to this. You got to come. I said, was it similar? Like, talk to me. They say, you just got to come in and listen. So I came in, they pressed play, and I literally fell on my knees to the floor, laughing and crying at the same time, like crying inside and like laughing, because it's nothing close to the song. It sounds nothing like the song, y'all. Like nothing like it. The only thing that they have in common is the title, Somebody to Love. Why didn't you go sue Queen? You could have, I'm going to sue Queen because we both had, you can't copyright a song title. You know, so the court sees Justin Bieber and Usher, and okay, I'd love to see Usher in my courtroom. Sure, let's take the case, let's entertain it. You know, and for somebody like Bieber and Usher, $400,000 is not that much money. You know, they're making what, millions of dollars a show. So, you know, 400,000 is just a whatever, you know. For somebody like me, who's a songwriter, I wasn't getting touring income at that time. I wasn't getting sponsorship, endorsement deals. You know, this was all that I had, just gone. And so it means so much to me that somebody as big as Ed Sheeran, who's an artist, Ed Sheeran doesn't have to say that shit. Ed Sheeran has touring, Ed Sheeran has endorsements, all of this stuff. you know? And so the fact that someone who's bigger, with a bigger platform, actually stood up to say, hey, this is going on, and this has been going on for decades, and we need to talk about it because this is not okay. And, you know, like I said, whenever you start having hits and having success, you're a target. There are producers, I can't even call them, they don't even deserve to be called producers. There are people who sit around and remake tracks, right? Because any producer can remake a track. We can pull up a Get a record, for example, and we can go line through line. We can remake the bass line the same way he made it. We can redo the chords the same way he made it. And then people they backdate their sessions. This is a real thing, you guys. They backdate their sessions to say, oh, I made this before Get It ever even put that out. He stole my whole song. No, you recreated what he did, and then they had to hire a forensic fucking scientist, a forensic computer scientist, to go into your files and realize that they're backdated $300,000 later, you know? And this is mind blowing, you guys. This should not be happening. This should not be allowed to happen. This should not be entertained in the courts. You know what I mean? Like there should be systems in place that are protecting artists and songwriters and producers from litigation like this. And when I got sued for the Bieber record, somebody said, "Oh, you don't have litigation insurance?" I said, "The fuck is that? Litigation insurance? Like I got car insurance, like renters insurance. Like what's this litigation insurance?" Well, whenever you're starting to become successful, you're a target. People are going to come after you. They're going to be shady. They're going to try to get something that you have that they want, you know, and they don't deserve it, but they're going to try anyway. And somebody's going to entertain it. Some lawyer's going to want to be on ABC Good Morning America the next day. I woke up to we were on the cover of Rolling Stone. I write my records. I don't need to copy anybody. You know what I mean? So when I tell you that it's devastating, I'm talking like tears and years of like going through stress and trauma. This shit is traumatic. A lawsuit is traumatic. You can see Ed Sheeran talking about how painful that lawsuit was for him and his team. It's not easy to go through. Even when it is bogus, it's not as simple as saying you're an idiot. You're a poser. You're not even in the music business. You have never made a dime off of music, and somebody stole your song. So I don't have a solution to this, but I want to, continue the conversation that Ed has started for us because I think it's very important. I think it's something that people know nothing about, you know, and you lose everything. And think about this lawsuit for this record. If I spent 400,000, Usher spent 400,000, Bieber spent 400,000. We're at a $1.2 million lawsuit over nothing. Over nothing. His entire argument, this guy's entire argument was that he sent his song to Usher's mother. And Usher's mother told him that she was going to put him on tour with Usher. Bitch, let me not even Let me not even comment. Let me not even comment on the level of talent with this guy. You couldn't tour with Usher if your life depended on it. And so, the argument is so bogus because the Usher didn't even write the song. Usher wasn't even involved in the writing of the song. Usher does not even have publishing on the record. So already you came out the gate with a bogus argument. Already your story is flawed. And the courts just see famous people and they're like, yeah, I'd love to have Bieber in my courtroom. Let's bring him in. This is the fun week. It's not okay. It is not okay, you guys. So I just wanted to share my personal experience. Um, you know, it still makes me a little angry at times, as I'm sure you can kind of like feel as I'm explaining the story. It's still traumatic even telling it, like just even sharing it with you guys. Like I have like a lump in my throat. It's emotional um, to lose everything. It sucks. And so I just wanted to keep it real and share the reality of what hit producers and songwriters go through on the daily. Look at Lady Gaga's Just Dance. Lady Gaga's Just Dance saw 11 lawsuits in year one. Year one, 11 lawsuits. Some random artist in Sweden. I wrote a song in 1993 called Let's Dance, and she stole that from me. It's just, guys, we gotta stop this. Like, this shit is a whack. Like, these people are so whack to me. You're not even in the business. You don't even make money. You don't even like support yourself making music. And here you are coming after people. Now, let me say, there are situations where people really do steal shit. That does happen. I'm not saying it never happens. What I'm saying is the majority, I would say probably 90% of all lawsuits that are posed to hit writers and producers are completely bogus. It's just somebody coming in for a money grab because that person's a moving target. And this is something that we deal with. It's something that we go through, but we don't share it, and we've never talked about it to the general public. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share my own perspective, and hopefully this bring some awareness to this issue that we all face. And if you are a music producer and writer in this live stream right now, this could happen to you. It could happen to any of us. And so we will be here still fighting the good fight. As always, there's so many things to change and improve about our business, about our legal systems, about our justice systems. Structurally, there is a lot of change that needs to be made in the music business, and also just social change. So you know me, I'm always on that tip. I'm always about that life. I'm always ready to stand up and fight for what's right. And so, yeah, with that, I'm going to conclude today's live stream. Let me see. I was just going to see if Diana's still on here. Diana, can I add you real quick to close this out? Can I add you? If you guys don't know, we are running a Discord now, which is so freaking cool. I love it. It's like my favorite thing right now because we get to share and trade information. And essentially the Bright Lights brand is being I want to say rebuilt, but it's not rebuilt. It's just evolving. It's evolving as a brand, and we're doing so many like really cool things, and I get to build this with you guys. Like I said, you know, I have one more song for the first EP. It's a club EP, so 3 tracks, After Party, Automatic, and one more song. And I'm gonna let you guys decide what the third song is gonna be on the Discord. So I have written this song the same, not the same track, like I change it a little bit every time. Excuse me. But I've written it 3 times. And so we have 3 songs to choose from. And whatever one you guys decide to pick is the one that will end up on the record. And then you guys are also going to have an opportunity to buy into this album. You'll be able to invest in the EP, the first EP, the second EP, the final album, which will be both EPs plus like 6 more tracks. And you'll be able to invest in the album and see royalties from that. You know, anywhere from like a $500 buy-in to a $10,000 buy-in. And you'll be able to get points on the album just the same way that we do as writers and producers. How fucking cool is that, y'all? This is a reality. Like this, we're doing this. And like I'm so excited to be doing this with people that I love. Like everybody on the Discord channel, like if you are on the Discord channel, I fucking love y'all, man. Like we really are family over there. And so let me see. When is the Discord live? The Discord's already popping. Sheen's asking when the Discord's popping. Sheen, you should hop in the Discord so you can see what's going on and how we're building this whole thing out. Send Diana a message. Or I'll just text you later. We're acting, Misha, I'm acting like we not friends. I'll just send you a message later, and send you a link to the Discord. But you should absolutely be on there. If you guys are not on the Discord, you're missing out. My whole album's already on the Discord. So yeah, I'm just saying hi to some people coming in. Saizco, what's up? Saizco coming in from YouTube. Oh, Shaheen, Diana said she's gonna message you with the link. Hector, I see you. It's nice to see you coming in from Instagram. Clarence coming in from Instagram. I'm glad I know that you are the UBH now. Damon, thank you again for coming in. I know you're still with us, even though you're not backstage right now. Let's see. Somebody says, so sad a routine now. Once you get big, you have a lawsuit. I mean, welcome to America. I mean, I say America, it's not even just America. That's all over the world that happens. Just catching up on some of these comments. Somebody said, oh, Pep from Instagram says, stopping by to drop off some love. Keep fighting a good fight. Pep, I miss you, bro. Come see me. Oh man, one of my favorite people in this business. Just good people. Pep.Martin. Cubalo. I love your music from Instagram. Thank you so much. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting to these messages kind of late. But thank you guys so much for being here. Jorge Eduardo coming in from Facebook. Oh, what's up, man? I'm so sorry. I just saw that message. How are you, bro? I hope you're still here. It's good to see you. Who else? Albert coming in from Facebook. All right, I'm going to scroll back down to the bottom. Timon, I see you, brother. I see you, brother. Somebody says, I have a couple of your acapellas on my upcoming album. You're going to love it. Oh, Trinity Alex, send me some links. I'm assuming that you're talking about from Splice, right? Yes, send me, dude, send me the album. I can't wait to hear it. Damon said the Discord is fire. The Discord is fire. It's so fire. Awesome. I'm gonna patch Diana in, and we're gonna say goodbye. What's up, Diana? I think you're muted. Hello. I think Diana's the only one we didn't sound check today. Well, just wave. We'll wave it out. We'll wave it out. We love you guys, and we will be here every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I had such a good time with you guys today. We talked about Aries and the Moonlight party that Trey, myself, and my friend Tyler are producing and putting on every quarter, once every 3 months, here in LA. And we also went through after party with Miles and Sergio, Keymaster, and Mystery Jack. We went through like all the different elements that we all added and how that record came together. Thank you all for being here. We talked a little bit about lawsuits, Ed Sheeran, my Bieber lawsuit, and how we need to get some change for that. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click the link up here to sign up for texts every time we go live. We love y'all. Bye.